morning. I, Harshini Balasubramanya, is going to present on the topic Board Meeting and its Provisions under Companies Act 2013 on behalf of my corporate law CIE. So, Meetings of Board Act deals with the Section 173 and Section 174 deals with quorum. So, the Act provides that the first board meeting should be held within 30 days of date of incorporation. And in addition to the first meeting, which is to be held between 30 days of date of incorporation, there shall be a minimum of 4 board meetings every year, and not more than 120 days shall intervene between the 2 consecutive board meetings. And in case of one-person company, which is the OPCs, small company and dormant company, at least one board meeting should be conducted in each half year of the calendar year, and the gap between them shall not be less than 90 days. So next is the meetings through video conferencing or audio visual meets. So, the participation of directors in the meeting of board may either be in person or through video conferencing or the audio visual means as may be prescribed, which are capable of recording and recognizing the participants and storing the proceedings of meetings along with the date and time. Then, the notice of meeting shall inform the participants that the option available to them and shall provide the necessary information to them for participating through video conferencing or audiovisual means. And any director who intends to participate through video conferencing or audiovisual means shall intimate such participation at the beginning of the calendar year, and such declaration shall be valid for 1 year, and such declaration shall not debar the director from attending the meeting in person. Next, I'm going to talk about the notice of board meetings. The Act requires not less than 7 days' notice in writing that shall be given to every director at the registered address as available with the company. And the notice uh, can be given hand delivered or by post or electronic means. And in order to transact urgent business meetings, the board meetings can be called by giving a shorter notice subject to the condition that at least one independent director should be present at the meeting. And in case the board meeting is called at a shorter notice, at least one independent director shall be present at the meeting. And if he is not present, then the decision of the meeting shall be circulated to all the directors, and it shall be final only after the ratification of decision by at least one independent director. Next, I'm going to talk about section 174, which is the quorum for meetings of board. So, the quorum for meeting of board of directors of a company shall be 1/3 of the total strength or 2 directors, whichever is higher, and the participation through video conferencing and audio visual means shall also be counted for the purpose of quorum. Next, in case of a Section 8 company, quorum shall be 8 members or 25% of this total strength, whichever is less, provided that the quorum in case of Section 8 company shall not be less than 2 members. Next, if the number of directors which are required to maintain the quorum are reduced below the quorum fixed by the Act for the meeting of Board of Directors, the continuing directors or the directors may act for increasing the number of directors to that fixed for the quorum or for summoning a general meeting and for no other purpose. So, where at any time the number of interested director exceeds or is equal to 2/3 of the total strength, the number of directors who are interested and present at the meeting shall not be less than 2 and shall be the quorum during such time. In case of the IFSC Publics Company and specified IFSC Private Company who are interested, director may participate in the meeting provided that the disclosure regarding his interest is made by the concerned director prior or at the meeting. Next, in case of a private limited company, interested director may also be counted towards the quorum in such a meeting after the disclosure of his interest pursuant to the section 184. Next, where a meeting of the board could not be held due to the want of quorum, then articles of a company, unless and otherwise, provide the meeting shall stand adjourned to the same day, at the same time, and the place in the next week, or if that is the national holiday, till the succeeding day, which is not a national holiday. For the purpose of this section, any fraction shall be rounded off as 1, and total strength shall not include directors whose places are vacant. Now I'm going to talk about matters which are not dwelt within the meeting through the video conferencing or other audiovisual means. So the following points matters shall not be dealt in any meeting through video conferencing or audiovisual means. So point number one is that the approval of the annual financial statements. The second point is the approval of the board's report. Third point is the approval of the prospectus. Then the fourth point is the audit committee meetings for the consideration of financial statement, including consolidated financial statements, if any, to be approved by the board under the section 134 of the Act. And the last point is the approval of the matter relating to amalgamation, merger, demerger, acquisition, and takeover. Next, where the quorum is present through the physical presence of directors, any director may participate through video conferencing or other audio visual means. Next, for the period beginning from the commencement of the Companies Act, Amendment Rules 2020 and ending on 30th September 2020, the meeting related to the matters specified before can be held through video conferencing or other audio-visual means, which is the notification dated on 19th March 2020, which is further amended by the notification dated on 23rd June 2020, issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Now I will be talking about the penalty. So every officer of the company who is duty bound to give notice under this section, if he fails to do, shall be liable to a penalty of 25,000 rupees. I would like to conclude that the way people run the board meeting says how much they can run their company. So successful companies use board meetings to create and improve key business strategies. The board of directors of a company is primarily an oversight board. It oversees the management of the company to ensure that the interest of non-controlling shareholders is protected. It also functions as an advisory board. Independent directors bring diverse knowledge and expertise in the boardroom, and the CEOs uses the knowledge pool in addressing issues being faced by the company. The most important function of the monitoring board is to provide direction to the company. Thank you.